Thank you for tuning in for the review of the best products available today. These models were chosen from a large variety of products based on their overall performance and review of thousands of consumers that have purchased them through countless hours of research, side-by-side comparisons. It's believed that the following products are indeed the best on the market today. Please take a moment to follow the product links listed below to each product for more information. Sit back and relax while you watch the best highly recommended products for this year.
I left you last, I promised I would show you my setup, and this is the setup here. I've had it out here and going for over a month now. I have my camera mounted down here on the edge of my food plot looking towards the woods. Up there I mounted my solar panel. Like I said, this has been going for over a month. That solar panel has kept up 100%. I have not had any power issues whatsoever, and I've never had any issues with this camera. I've faced it in two different directions here. I left it in the first direction for a couple of weeks, and now I have actually turned the camera some and faced this direction. I'm going to show you the sample photos and videos that I've gotten over the last month, and give you an idea what kind of quality you can expect from this. But stick around, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. I'm going to get in out of the wind. You check out the sample photos and videos while we head in. So I've done an unboxing. I've showed you the setup of this trail camera. I've put it out into the field and showed you over a month's worth of sample photos and videos. It's now time for my final thoughts. This Glass Raven trail camera, it's a 4G trail camera from Creative XP. The camera performed exceptionally well for me. When it comes to cell cameras, it seems there can be a few bugs or hiccups with them. Sometimes the firmware or the software can give some issues that you're going to have to work with. That they don't always send you photos and videos on a regular basis. Can always leave you questioning whether you're missing the action. This trail camera really did perform flawlessly for me. I've had no hiccups whatsoever. As I mentioned, I used it for over a month period. During that month, it was a free trial. It was very nice to have that because I could actually gauge what kind of data I was going to be using and the amount I was going to be using at the location I had this mounted. I have since signed up for a year plan, and if you pay it by the year, it's substantially cheaper that way. In fact, I was able to go in at the lowest data available, and for a year it was $39.99. That's exceptionally affordable when it comes to trail cameras, so I was happy with that. The photo and video quality I classified as very good. I had no issues with it. The nighttime IR performed very well. It was able to light up the surroundings. You could easily see what was going on. Far out and the very edge of the corners got a little bit dark. The lighting was definitely in a cone shape, whereas closer to the camera, it was extremely wide. The further away from the camera, it kind of narrowed down to more of a point. That's very common with most trail cameras. And as you can see in some of those videos, The animals were passing parallel with the camera. I stepped that off. That was over 45 feet away. So the trigger tripped and you could see what was going on over 45 feet, probably closer to 50 feet on some of them. I think that was very good. Next, although these dual antennas kind of, well, they stick out and they look a little the way they do, they really did provide me with good cell signal. I live in a hills and mountains and valley regions here in Pennsylvania, and I typically don't have great cell service, but with the provided SIM Hero SIM card, I had no trouble. I had good reception where I placed this. It was actually better cell service than what most trail cameras that I run have. Another thing that I think is a positive is several different mounting options. It has a 1/4-20 mount on the back and the bottom of the trail camera. It has a place for a tree strap, and it's security cable enabled. In other words, it has a spot here that you can put a security camera. With having a cell cam, you definitely have more invested, and you definitely don't want to lose it to theft. So having those security options is a nice plus. Another positive with this trail camera is the solar panel. Now that is sold separately, but I paired this trail camera with their solar panel. I had zero power issues. I had this camera going photo and video mode both day and night for well over a month straight. That solar panel kept things charged up. I never had to put new batteries in this trail camera. We had quite a few cloudy days here in the spring here in Pennsylvania, and that solar panel did well, so I was pleased with that combination. Now on to some cons. I would say just the physical size of this, I would put as a con. It's not a deal breaker, but this camera is a good bit larger than most cell cameras that I'm used to or that I'm currently running. As you can see here, compared to my palm of my hand, it is a rather large unit. I'd imagine in years to come, Creative XP will be continuing to make this camera more compact. But as of now, if you're looking to hide this trail camera, as you can see with the antennas and just the physical size, it's definitely a larger camera than what most are. The only other con that I came up with is actually its price point. That might not be a con to everybody, but as a hunting farmer on a budget, this is definitely on the higher end of cell cams, or at least you can find cell cams for almost half the price of this. Now with that, I had reached out to Creative XP and talked about some of my concerns. They did reply back to me that their price point is a little bit higher, but that is because of the reliability of the software. A lot of cell cameras are using Chinese software, whereas this is German software that they explained. It is a lot more reliable, and I did not have any issues, so maybe they are onto something. So if the price point does scare you away a little bit, you can rest assured that the quality is behind this camera. All you have to do is take a look at the reviews on Amazon. Like I had mentioned, is probably one of the highest reviews and the most positive reviews on any cell camera that's on Amazon. After using it, I can see why.